Hi, I'm Lauren. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited that you're here because this is something I've wanted to do for absolutely so long. And I think that having my New Year's resolutions as my first video is just so perfectly tying this all up in a little bow, because this is one of my New Year's resolutions. Starting my YouTube channel, making 2 videos a day. Oh my god, no. Making 2 videos a month and just like getting started, because that's the hardest and scariest part. So we're doing it. This starts today and it will go on until eternity, I guess. I'm sorry that it looks like I'm kind of in a barren wasteland or like a deep white void. We're gonna work on it. Hint to another one of my upcoming videos. I want to decorate this room that I'm in, make it feel really homey, and make a lot of nice backdrops for these next videos. So it's gonna be very fun. I thought I'd start this video off with going over my 2024 resolutions and then kind of seeing how I did with them and taking what I did wrong with creating these resolutions, like what I found unrealistic, and then bringing that back for the 2025 ones. I've been making very serious resolutions since 2023. I've always loved New Year's resolutions. I think that they're such a great excuse to create goals and have a very specific time limit to achieve these goals. But since 2023, I've really made more resolutions that are habit-based than like achievement-based. So instead of just hitting like one mark, it's working towards something that I want to build as a habit. So we're gonna talk a little bit about everything, get into my 2024 goals, and see how I did. Spoiler alert, not that great. My first goal of 2024 was to read a chapter of a book every single day. I did not do this. I think this was a very good goal to make me build the habit of reading, which I did achieve, but I just really did not read every day or every other day. I went through gaps where I just like wasn't reading at all, and I do want to limit the gaps this upcoming year. I have more reading goals that we'll get into, but this is just something that's not a realistic thing in my life. Maybe like reading 10 pages or something like that, but then again, I don't like stopping in the middle of a chapter. Chapters can be just really long or really short sometimes, and obviously that's just how books work, but it was too broad and like too specific at the same time, but it just wasn't a good goal for me. I did not do it. I think I did it maybe like the first 15 days of January, and it did not pan out in the way I thought it would. The next goal is read 24 books. Today is December 31st. I am finishing Happy Place today, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna do to finish it. I've been listening to the audiobook and I have 3 hours and 32 minutes left. It is 6:45 p.m. I need to finish this book. I think I can. We'll see. I also listen to it like at 1.25 speed. Maybe I'll speed her up. Maybe I'll start reading on my Kindle and try to get through it. I will finish this book by the end of the year. And honestly, if I finish it tomorrow, I will still count it. So yeah, I read 24 books. And I didn't do it as like, oh, 24 books in 2024. I just thought that 2 in a month sounded achievable. And it ended up just being a nice little 24 in 2024. So I'm happy with it. I'm really proud of myself because this is the year that I really got into reading. I think I read maybe 3 books in 2023 and it got me into it. And I am so excited to say I'm a reading girly now. I have a Kindle, I have a Goodreads, I have a Fable. If you want to follow me, I'll link it down below if I remember. It's just so fun, and I love the book community. And honestly, the book community is what made me really want to start filming videos. This has just always been such a dream. So having this tripod and ring light in front of me is crazy, and I'm just so excited that we're here. The book community means so much to me. They are so fun, and it can get so crazy sometimes, but in like such a funny way. And so I just decided we're gonna be here. We're gonna be part of it, an active part of it, not just like a silent watcher. So here we are with our YouTube channel. So expect a lot of book content is what I'm trying to get at. My third resolution was to enjoy the process of working out, and I put a big fat check mark next to that one. I went from weight training really consistently in the first half of the year to just straight running to now trying to do like different sorts of classes, from yoga, hot yoga, Pilates, SoulCycle. I got addicted to SoulCycle, and I've just explored so many different workouts, and it's just made me fall in love with exercise. I actually like running now. I think it's really challenging and fun, and it's a really great mental exercise as well. So I think that it's going really well, and big fat check mark on that one. This next one has a giant question mark next to it. It's 10,000 steps a day, question mark. Yeah, no, that wasn't gonna happen. Again, this was such an unrealistic goal. I work at a desk for 8 hours a day, 8+ hours a day, because my lunch doesn't count. There is no way that I'm gonna go on a 2-hour walk, maybe like 1.5-hour walk every day after work. It's just not happening. And especially if I wanna do like lifting or something, like it's unrealistic. That's not happening. Drink water. I don't drink water. This was one of my goals for this year, to start drinking water. And I put like a half check next to it, maybe like a little baby one, because I don't do this a lot, but for the last 4 days, I have had a very consistent streak of drinking at least 80 ounces of water. So, and I'm at like 64 today, so I'm really proud of myself. I used to go days on end without drinking water, and so this was a really big step up. The next thing is working on my diet. I had very specific rules for this, like the 3-bite rule, where like if I want a sweet, I can have 3 bites and that's it, or asking myself like what would a healthy person do, and those 2 things did not work with me. This question came from the Atomic Habits book, which I really, really liked, and I want to give a reread or go through my notes from when I was reading it, because I do remember really liking that book. Basically, I gave this one still a check mark because I have gotten such a better relationship with food. I am right now in a calorie deficit and I'm counting my calories, but I have been so good with it and doing it in such a healthy way that it's actually just helped me in every single way possible. Then journal every day. No, flat out no, this is unrealistic. Keep my Duolingo streak and be intentional with what I'm learning. I kept my Duolingo streak. I was not always intentional, but I'm getting back into it. I now have a year streak, which is crazy. But I was not very intentional with what I was learning. Sometimes I'm just like, I need to get this done just so the streak can continue. I use a lot of streak phrases that I didn't even know was a thing. So a little baby check mark on that one again. Stop biting my nails and get regular manicures. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I clocked it. That one, I said, this is happening immediately. January 1st, I stopped biting my nails. I still like pick at them, which makes my nails really weak, but they used to be nubs. Like I never ever had really long nails like this, and I'm really happy about it. I don't get regular manicures, which is like the second part of the resolution, but I'm poor, so that's fine. Graduate with a full-time job. This was crazy. This is definitely a achievement-based goal. That's completely out of my control also. So very happy that I got this one done. I graduated, I had like a month off, and then the company that I was interning for gave me a little ring and they were hiring again. So I got hired full-time. I've been there now for 3 months, which is wild, but yeah, I'm a full-time working girly. So call me up if you ever need some PR help, I guess. The next one is to move in with my boyfriend. I did do that. Right when I moved back home to Miami from the University of Florida, I moved straight into a house with him. We're renting from some family, and so we got a really great rate, and we're having a great time. It's been, I think, 6 months now, which is crazy and wild, but it's been a really fun time. It's a big house. We have plenty of space to just like get away from each other if we need to, and we both work remote, so that's been really fun too. The next one was to be a very clean and tidy person. I checked this one off earlier, but I've got a long ways to go to be at the point where I wanted to be and where I still want to be. So not quite there yet. But now moving on to 2025, I have so many less goals, but I think that they just hold more weight, and I'm being more specific with them because I know that having this ginormous list is just gonna give me anxiety. So my first category in my 2025 resolutions is health. Like I said earlier, I'm in a caloric deficit, and so my goal right now is to lose a bit of weight. So in order to do that, one of my resolutions is to move every day. No matter what kind of movement it is, I need to be moving my body. It's a walk, it's SoulCycle, it's a run, it's weightlifting, something, because if I am sitting at my desk all day long and I don't walk more than 2,000 steps, it's not good for me. So making the effort every single day, needs to happen. And I know it's a little bit crazy because I was just like, every single day, who did 2023 Lauren think she was? I'm doing it again. And this one, I mean it. So if I come back next year and I say I didn't do this one, I don't know what to tell you. Then I have diverse workouts. This was really working for me in 2024 and I want to continue it. I think that diverse workouts is the best way to keep me entertained with exercising. It's just really fun. Then eating at home. Eating at home is so much more affordable and so much better for you. I just need to be doing it more often. I want to eat out maybe once a week. I don't have a specific goal for it, but eating at home is a definite big one. The next one again is drink water. I need to be drinking more water. So let's hope that I keep this 4-day streak up. The next one is read 30 books. I read 24 books in 2024, and I think that reading 30 books is a realistic option. Originally, I was like, I'm gonna up it to 3 a month, but things happen. My schedule changes. I don't feel like reading, I get into slumps. And so I think that 3 every other month is definitely doable, especially because I have become very lenient when it comes to what's considered a book. I used to be very rigid about what it meant to read a book, and I thought I was like, I have to read the entire thing on paperback, hardback, whatever it is. But this last year I've been very lenient with myself and telling myself, okay, so I can read it on my Kindle, I can read it through an audiobook, I can read it on the actual book. Like, I need to give myself the options, and it just helps me read and it helps me stay in the mood to read. And honestly, it is reading. I'm just psychotic and I didn't consider that reading for a little bit. So I definitely think that 30 books is a very doable goal. The next one is journal every week. I think this is a very good step in the right direction compared to last year of journal every day. I do think it's really important for me to journal. It just lets me sit and think and get all of my words out on paper. When I journal, I don't really do a lot of prompts most of the time. I like to just literally write down every single thought that I have in the order that I have it, so that it forces myself to slow down my thoughts, process them. My brain moves a million times a minute and I can't do it in either way. So I want this time every week to just connect and sit down and relax. And so I think I'm actually gonna set like an hour off on my calendar every week just so that I can lock in, relax, and I have that designated time to set me up for success. We are finally on our last resolution for now. I may be adding to this and I'll keep you guys updated if I do, but my last resolution is actually, starting a YouTube channel. So getting that started right away. I am filming 3 videos right now, including this one, and I'm just really, really excited. I think it's gonna be a really great creative outlet for me. And my goal for that is 2 a month because I think that's achievable. It's not stretching myself out too thin, putting too much pressure on myself. Because if I put too much pressure on myself, I just know that it's not something that I'll enjoy doing and it'll be too much of an anxiety-induced thing. So very excited to get this started. I started today on putting my picture and my banner up. I actually made the banner on Canva. It took a little bit of trial and error to get the sizing right. Deleted literally everything from my page because I had random playlists from high school, and I was like, you don't need to see the Catholic songs that my high school would sing or the musicals that I was into. So all of that's gone, and now she's ready for this video and all of the videos to come. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing 2025. If you have any New Year's resolutions that you're looking forward to accomplishing, put them in the comments down below. I'd love to read them. I love New Year's resolutions. I think they're so fun. I am so excited to get this started. Make sure to follow me on all of the other corners of the internet I'm on. It'll all be linked down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.